Welcome back to the CSG Engineering Society YouTube CAD video series. In this video, we're going to go over the furniture wheel assembly and using the Fastener tool. Now, once again, we will go to the drive again, furniture wheel assembly, and download these files. Okay. Once downloaded, extract them as well, and then create a new assembly file. Okay. But before I do make that, I just want to show you the steps that we'll be taking, okay? Okay. Now this piece over here with the ball bearings over here will go below the body, okay? And this body over here will go directly below another set of ball bearings as well, okay? So the ball bearings will sandwich the main body, and then the wheel will basically align with the hole over there with a fastener going through it, okay? And as for this pin as well, this pin is used to basically hold the body, the plate, and the lower bearings all together, okay? Let's close this now. Finish, close. Let's now make our assembly file. So new, assembly, millimeters, furniture wheel video, and then save it in the right folder location as well. Press OK. Now open the files, and we only need one of each file as well. Okay, so just press on OK. Here we are. We now need to bring the plates. So let's go to the assembly navigator. We need to bring the plate to the origin, okay? And let's just identify which way is the top, which way is the bottom. So that's the top side. That's the bottom side with the balls, okay? So first we're going to rotate this so that the top is like this, like so. Okay, I want to get the angle right as well. The angle will need to be 90 degrees. There we go. And I'm going to move it using the move tool, okay? So I'm going to use the point-to-point movement. I'm going to select the plates, and I'm going to specify this point right there, okay? So you see this arc right here. When I select this arc, that point gets selected. It's in the middle of the air, you see? I want that to be my origin point. And I want this point to travel to the origin, so I'll open this dialog box over here, and then just press OK, because all of the values over here are all zeros. This will move my part to the origin. Press OK, and now fix it. Okay, now I can't move at all. Now what I'll do is I will now rotate these two bodies so they at least look like they're going to go below the plates. So rotate them 90 degrees. And they're going to go below it. So let's see, I'm going to take this below it. Apply. This will also go below it as well. Move it across. Okay, so I can roughly see that there's a flat surface right there and a flat surface right there. Those two meet together, okay? But before I do that, I'm going to first align the centers of the hole with each other, okay? So this hole over here and this hole over here, they align concentrically. This hole over here and this hole over here, they align concentrically as well. Now I can make the faces, okay? So this face and this face touch together, and this flat face over here and this flat face over here also touch as well. Okay, so it's like as though the bearings have basically sandwiched the body. Okay, the body has been sandwiched by ball bearings. So this will ensure like smooth rotating motion. Now what we'll do is we will now pin it together. Okay, so we'll use this pin over here, and this pin will secure everything that we've assembled together in real life. In real life, this is used just to assemble it in real life. So what we'll do is we will make these two surfaces concentric, and then I will make the edge over here, the edge. So let's rotate this and get a better view. So you see that edge right there? That edge right there, I'm going to mate it. And I'm going to take this off, by the way. And I'm going to mate it with the edge. Come on, I want to get the edge right there. Did I get it? Okay, you know what? I want to mate it with this flat surface over here. There we go. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so we've mated it concentrically and aligned it. So now this shouldn't move at all. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll now assemble the wheel. So the wheel is going to be concentric with this hold right there. That surface right there is moved along there. Wait, why has it done that? Prefer that. Okay, this time let's get rid of that. Cancel it. This time with the center axis on, make that surface and this surface together. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. And now we're also going to make as well this bolt as well. And just to make sure that the bolt is flush, we're going to make this face with this face. Perfect. Now this wheel can still basically rock in and out. It can basically slide left and right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a realistic mate. I'm going to give it a sliding mate. I'm going to basically give this a distance mate, okay? Over here, distance mate. And select a motion object, so the wheel, this face over here. Select stationary object, so the wall over here. And the mate that I will give it, so I will remove this distance mate over here. I'll give it a lower and upper limit. Now for the low limit, well, it needs to touch, right? So that will be 0. And the upper limit, I'll just do this by trial and error. So I'll turn this into a, let's try a 1 for now. Actually, let's try a 3 for now. 1. Let's try 1. Okay. So let's try wiggle this around. Move. So using the dynamic, I'm going to move it around. Okay, so it's not enough right now. You see, it's touching that surface over there. That's fine. That's good. But it's not going enough. Let's try 2 mil on the distance mate. Let's go to the distance mate. So constraints, distance mate. So let's right click on this. Edit. Let's try 2 mil. Let's now try to move it again. This surface, sorry, this body, and there we go. It's moving the way we expected it to do. Okay. You could have also analyzed this by using the measure tool as well. That would have also been a good solution. Now, the distance mate isn't necessary. You could have, I mean, right now this is a sliding motion. You don't have to do it. You could have maybe just mated it just to this face in the first place, just by using the default alignment tool, or you could have even centered it as well. You could have centered the wheel in between the walls as well. Okay, sandwiched it. The final okay, before we go to the final thing, I'm just going to kind of like spin it around, move component and just spin it around. There we go. See, nothing falls out. It's all good. Yeah, nothing falls out. That's all good. Discard. Okay. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to use the assembly sorry, the fastener, right? Fastener assembly, yeah. How to use the fastener assembly. So I'm gonna use the fastener assembly on this joint over here, okay? I'm gonna hide this body to wheel fastener. So I'm gonna go over here and uncheck it, okay? And I'm gonna replace that with a tool from the fastener assembly. Let's go here. And what we're going to do is we're going to specify a face for the fastener assembly to start from, okay? So this is where your screw goes in from. I'm going to say that the screw goes in from this face over here, and it ends on this face. And NX has basically recognized this as the end face, so I'm going to just leave it as is. I'm going to press OK. Now, as for all of these options over here, I'm going to keep it on anti-metric and counterboard and hex bolt, okay? And I'm going to leave this as, so this is just a name, right? I'm going to leave it on AM hex, okay? Now, ANSI, this means American Standard, okay? This isn't ideal, but if I'll show you why I wouldn't use the other options later, okay? So let's press OK for now. But this is fine also because this is metric, so it's not the worst case scenario, okay? Let's press OK. And it will generate the fastener assembly. So the nut, the washer, the bolt as well, the threaded bolt to make it all work. And yeah, it generated it, fully generated. We just need to align it with the hole now. So let's just mate it with a hole, like so, and perfect. You'll notice that the screw length is a bit long. So what we can do, we can go to the assembly, open this up, and go directly to the bolt itself. Right click on it and edit reusable components. And you can change its diameter, which I wouldn't recommend changing this, unless it actually is wrong. And over here, you can also change the length of it as well. So I'll probably put it as 45. I wouldn't go any lower because there's not enough engagement there. Okay, let's leave it on 45. And it just isn't safe to leave it on 40 either. Okay, let's just kind of give this a little spin as well, just to check that nothing's falling out. Oh, what's going on? It's a bit laggy. Does it spin correctly there? It does spin correctly. Okay, nothing's falling out, so that's all good as well. Okay, cancel, discard. Okay, now before we do end, I'm just going to show you the reason why we don't use the other fastening assembly options, okay? So let's over here, let's select the face over here again. Select end face, it notices that face over there, that's good. Press OK. And I'm going to select anything but anti-metric, okay? And notice over here, look, notice over here, there's a hex nut over here. When I switch to common, there's no hex nut anymore. If I switch to ANSI inch, well, I mean, it's inch, right? You don't want inch. ANSI metric, let's change the form to counterboard. I mean, at this point, you've just kind of lost the nut, isn't it? So I just wouldn't recommend just changing to anything else. DIN is German standard. You don't want that. JIS is Japanese standard. GB is not Great Britain. It's Chinese standard. And common would have been international standard, but it just doesn't have the nut. So I wouldn't recommend that either. So for you guys, I would just stick with anti-metric, even though ANSI means American. But what I would use this for, let me just generate the common one. So you notice that there's no nut, right? So what I would use the ANSI option for is I would use it just to generate an assembly, and then what you would then do is you would then go out of your way to then find out the international standard equivalent of it for when you actually buy your parts, okay? Or you find out the British standard equivalent parts of it. That's how I'd probably use it, okay? Let's get rid of it. Let's save this. Okay, that's it for the furniture wheel video. Thank you.